Have you ever gone to the pharmacy expecting to pay $10 or $20 for your prescription, only to hear, your insurance doesn't cover this medication? And you're standing there thinking, wait, my doctor prescribed it. So why won't my insurance pay for it? The answer could be something called a formulary. And if you've never heard that word before, don't worry. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what a formulary is, why your insurance company uses one, why one medication can be covered while another isn't, and what you can actually do when your prescription isn't covered. So let's break it down. A formulary is basically a list of prescription medications that a health insurance plan covers. Think of it like your insurance company's approved medication list. But here's where it gets interesting. Just because your doctor prescribes a medication doesn't automatically mean your insurance plan has to pay for that specific medication. Your doctor decides what they believe is medically appropriate for you. Your insurance plan has its own coverage rules, and the formulary is one of the tools the plan uses to determine which medications are covered and how much you'll pay. So let's say your doctor prescribes medication A. Medication A might be covered by your plan, but medication B, which may be a similar medication, might not be covered. And this is where things can get frustrating. You might hear someone say, my insurance covers this medication, and then you try to fill the exact same medication and your insurance says no. That doesn't necessarily mean your insurance is wrong. It could mean you're on a different insurance plan with a different formulary, and this is extremely important because formularies can vary from plan to plan. Now let's talk about something else you'll probably see when you look at your formulary. Drug tiers. Many insurance plans divide medications into different tiers. A lower tier may include generic medications and could have a lower cost. Another tier may include preferred brand name medications. Higher tiers may include non-preferred or specialty medications and can come with higher out-of-pocket costs. The exact number of tiers and the rules depend on your specific plan. So, when you look at your prescription coverage, don't just ask, is my medication covered? Ask, what tier is my medication on? Because two medications can both be covered and still cost you very different amounts. Now, here's another reason your prescription might not be covered the way you expected. Your plan may require prior authorization. That means the insurance company may require your doctor to provide additional information before the plan agrees to cover the medication. Another possibility is step therapy. That's when a plan requires you to try one or more other treatments before it will cover the medication your doctor originally prescribed. So imagine your doctor prescribes medication B. Your insurance says, before we cover medication B, you have to try medication A. That's an example of step therapy. And this is why simply looking at the name of your prescription isn't always enough. You have to look at the rules attached to that medication. Now let's get to the part I really want you to remember. What do you do if your medication isn't covered? First, don't immediately assume you have no options. Ask your pharmacy or insurance company whether the medication is actually excluded or whether there is another coverage requirement. Those are not always the same thing. If the medication is covered but requires prior authorization, your doctor's office may be able to submit the required information. If your plan requires step therapy, ask what medication you are required to try first. And if your doctor believes the preferred medication isn't appropriate for you, ask the doctor whether they can request an exception or pursue an appeal when the plan's rules allow for one. You should also ask whether there is a covered alternative medication. And here's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They look at the cash price of the medication and assume that's what they have to pay. Before paying hundreds of dollars out of pocket, find out exactly why the prescription isn't being covered. Your insurance company's formulary or drug list is one of the first places to look, and don't assume that because a medication was covered last year, it will automatically be covered the same way this year. Drug formularies can change. That's one reason reviewing your plan's prescription coverage is so important when you're choosing or renewing coverage. This is especially relevant right now because Medicare prescription drug plans are heading into changes for 2027, and CMS continues to publish and update formulary guidance for Medicare Part D plans. There are also current changes surrounding prescription drug costs and Medicare Part D premiums that beneficiaries will need to pay attention to as 2027 approaches. So if you take regular medications, don't just look at the monthly insurance premium. Look at the prescription coverage too, because a plan that looks cheaper every month could potentially cost you more when you actually need your medications. Here's a simple checklist I want you to remember. Before choosing or renewing an insurance plan, check. Number 1, is my medication on the formulary? Number 2, what tier is it on? Number 3, does it require prior authorization? Number 4, does it have a step therapy requirement? And number 5, what will I actually pay? That's the information that matters, because having insurance doesn't automatically mean every prescription is covered. Your plan has rules, and understanding those rules can help you avoid standing at the pharmacy counter wondering why your prescription suddenly costs hundreds of dollars. If you want me to break down another part of health insurance without all the confusing industry language, subscribe to the Insurance Insider HQ and comment formulary. If you want me to make a video showing you exactly how to find your insurance company's drug list and check whether a prescription is covered, because once you know where to look, insurance becomes a lot less confusing.